All right, just remember.
All right.
Oh, sorry. Did you guys want to say something? Oh,
Okay.
Yeah. All I was going to say is you come here to a public university and you say what you want to say,
Yeah.
but when people talk back, you call them pussies, and if they walk away to like go to class or whatever they're doing, like you're like, I don't know what you, actually I don't even know why you're here.
To tell women to go back to the kitchen like yourself.
Wait, he ate me up with that one. Wow. No, what I'm saying is like you're on a public, you're on a public campus and you just told him that he shouldn't be out here contesting what you're saying.
No, I said he's making points.
What kind of comeback is that? Like,
He was making points, and I think a lot of people here that are listening would agree that he was making points. See, here's the problem. We need to go back to telling people they're stupid. We don't do that enough, all right? We don't do that enough. Like, we have all this fucking faggotry. I got autism. I got ADHD. How about you're just okay? Mouth breathing, window licking. That's what it is. I'm tired of having to bite. Hold on, woman, hold on. I'm tired of having to bite my tongue and not tell motherfuckers they're retarded when they're retarded. If you can't understand certain concepts or something offends you, like take a little bit of self-control, be an adult, and be like, let me respond to that, versus getting all triggered or whatever. So, for example, yourself, you're angry right now, you're very triggered. You can't even formulate an argument. Like,
there is no argument. All I was saying is that you're on a public campus, and when people have opinions that don't agree with yours and they try to represent them, all you have to say is they're dumb and they're stupid.
No, they can't back it up.
Okay, can I talk?
Well, they can't back up their opinions. That's my point.
Bro, that was all I was going to say, but they wanted me to come up here and talk. And
yeah, because you're walking by heckling. So what do you disagree with? What's wrong with what I'm doing? Like, what is your main grievance?
There's nothing wrong with what I'm saying is you're saying your points. People are here also saying their points, but they're dumb and they're stupid just because they don't agree with you?
No, because they can't back up their points.
Okay, then how are you even backing up yours? Like, you just call people stupid and dumb in the R slur.
Okay, what is your disagreement? And then we can have a discussion on it. Go ahead.
No, I'm good.
See, exactly. Like, it's like, bro, this proves my point. It's like, walk by, heckle, talk shit. F you, Myron. Okay, how am I wrong? I don't know what to say. Like, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, this is the problem, right? Like, people will sit there and say, I don't agree with your worldview. You're wrong, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay,
I'm not even
how am I
talking
wrong?
about your worldview. I'm just saying people have a right, like you said, it's the First Amendment. People have the right to express how they feel in a public space, and that's what you're doing, and other people should also be able to do it without you heckling them.
Well, if they say something stupid, we need to tell them they're stupid.
Why?
Because stupidity hurts society.
Okay, and what degree do you have?
Actually, I went to Northeastern, pretty good school, 6% acceptance rate. So, what's your point here? What's your actual grievance?
Okay, yeah, I'm good.
How am I wrong? See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Progressives can never actually defend their belief system. They just get triggered. They don't say anything. You want to get back on the mic? You're free to come back on the mic and actually make a point. But you're proving me correct. You get triggered, you're mad, can't defend any of your belief systems with any type of fact. And then when I say you're you get all mad.
That's true.
Yeah, you could talk. But if you don't make any sense, we have the freedom to say you're as it should be. We need to negatively, let's be very clear here, right? There's a difference between speaking and talking. Just talk. When you speak, you have an intention of saying something and you have some type of belief system and you're able to actually substantiate your argument. A lot of people here, they just want to be able to talk and say whatever they want without actually backing it up. We should be telling those people they're because not everyone deserves a voice. Let's be honest. Not everybody deserves a voice. Like, it should be based on meritocracy. So if you say stupid shit, we should say, you're stupid, don't talk again. That will make them go back home, read a book, maybe in a kitchen somewhere, and then come back with a better argument. What was that? Get on the microphone. Prove me wrong then. All right, hi.
Hi. I had a question about your Bring Back Shaming campaign. So I heard you say earlier, well, not say, but you used the duct tape analogy. Essentially, in my eyes, saying that once is always is left. Is that correct?
Well, if she's been on too many surfaces, then that'll create a problem.
Okay.
Not sticky anymore.
So in your eyes, if someone is or like sleeping around in their younger years and then later on in life in their mid-20s they want to settle down and they get a devoted boyfriend or husband or whatever, are they still like, can they not be a loyal and true girlfriend or partner?
Well, the thing is that can a girl that had a promiscuous past be a good wife in the future? Mm-hmm. There's potential there, but the likelihood is down.
Okay.
And I look at it like, as a man, you take on way too much risk within marriage to have a gamble.
Okay.
Like, I mean, would you pay full price for a vehicle that had 100,000 miles on it?
Okay. It's a similar analogy to the duct tape. I understand your analogy. So I guess my question also is, if a man is doing the exact same thing, in your eyes, what's the difference?
Well, men and women are not the same. A man that can have sex with 100 women is probably doing something right, versus a woman that has sex with 100 men is doing something very wrong.
Why? Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Okay, well, I'll ask you, are you picky?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, you're selective, right? And I would argue probably most of the women here are fairly selective to a degree. They will not have sex with every guy that they come in contact with.
Absolutely.
Now, with the rest of us as the guys, we'll smash anything for the most part, right? So, since women are more selective, right? Your question was specifically, what was it again?
Well, I'm asking the differences.
Oh, yes. It's not natural for a woman to be a whore because women are selective, right? Men, we're designed to spread our seed far and wide. Women are designed to keep their seed for the best man that they can get. It's just very simple. You can only have one child a year, right? Which means since you can only have one child per year, the person that you mate with needs to be able to bring certain things to the table to ensure that he not just provides for you, but also provides for your child. And this is why women are naturally selective and look for what I call survival traits, versus men are interested in replication traits. Women want, is he tall, strong, competent? Can he take care of me and a child? Does he have enough resources? For men, we're just like, is she hot? So we completely go off different things. And for a man to have sex with 100 women, he has to have some charm. He has to have something. He's doing something right. He has status, money, charm, whatever it may be. If a woman is having sex with 100 dudes, she's a whore because women can just get laid whenever they want.
So if women are more selective, why are they the sluts?
Well, here's the thing. They're selective with a certain group, but okay.
What's a certain group? What do you mean by that?
Okay, so the top, I would say 10% of men are having sex with a majority of the women. It actually applies the same here as a college campus. If you look at a college campus, right? Frat guys, athletes, etc., they're having sex with the majority of the women, right? And a lot of guys just don't get anything or get scraps. So women are still having sex, it's just with a smaller percentage of the men. But that's still a lot. Does that make sense?
No, I don't think it makes sense. So they're having sex with a lot of people, or they're being selective, but they're
It's
still
okay,
having
guys.
sex
She's a
with
woman.
a lot of people.
Don't make fun of her. Sorry,
So
go
if
ahead.
they're having sex with a selective group of people, but it's still a lot of people, is what you're saying?
Yeah, because 10% of a population is still an enormous amount of guys.
Okay. And it's the majority of the frat guys, majority of the...
I'm just using that as an
athletes,
example.
that
Like
kind
a
of stuff.
college campus, in that way, kind of almost simulates the real world with on a college campus, athletes and fraternity guys tend to have the status they get their girls.
Sure.
In the real world, guys that have money, that have status, maybe they're famous or whatever, they get women. So what ends up happening is the majority of the women overwhelmingly are chasing a small percentage of the men. And I would argue with social media, that's even more heightened.
I would agree. Okay. I think that's all I have. Thank you.
No problem. Good questions, by the way. Who's up next?
Okay, I'm sorry I just got here, but I just had a quick question. So, where do you see, women in terms of, college and, actually trying to, get a good degree in bettering themselves? Whether that be, with different majors or, I don't know. What do you think about women trying to get degrees and not just staying home and...
It's a waste of time. I think women should be prioritizing trying to find a guy and build a family. I do understand that going to college, can have some benefits of maybe getting a job or whatever, so that if you don't find a guy, but I do think that women should be prioritizing finding a guy while they're in college.
Okay, can you explain, kind of why that is?
Because women have a finite amount of time to find a partner when their sexual market is at the highest. Because as women age, they lose value.
Okay, and then what would you say, are you, pro-Trump, I guess? Or, what's your, political affiliation?
A lot of people call me far right, but I mean, whatever they want to label me.
Okay.
I did vote for Trump, but I don't like the war.
Okay. Is there anything else that you feel like you don't align with Trump, I guess? Or, I don't know, when I, like, look at what you're doing right now, it reminds me a lot of, like, Charlie Kirk, what he did. I feel like, though,
I'm further right than Charlie Kirk.
You're what?
If you need a barometer, like, I'm further right than Charlie Kirk, I would say.
Okay. Okay, that's all. I was just wondering.
Yeah. Rest in peace, Charlie. Who's up next? Nobody else? No progressives? No angry progressives? We'll do one more. Damn, everybody's terrified, huh? Okay.
Wait, can I elaborate on something really quick?
Yeah.
Okay, so I would consider myself, like, pretty conservative, but also, like, not, sorry to everyone, but not to the extent of some of, like, your beliefs. I feel like I'm pretty, like, just leaning right. How do you, like, recommend, like, I guess, navigating, like, college whenever, like, different ideals are, like, constantly pushed?
Well, it depends. For a female or for a male?
For me.
For you?
For a female.
Try to find a guy that has a similar ideology and get married as soon as you can and have kids.
I mean, like, just being, like, an individual myself. Like, I don't really care about, like, what, like, a boyfriend or a male has to say. Like, me, like...
Yeah, that's the problem. You're cooked. Like, that right there is, like, you know, like, that is the problem is that, like, women will sit there and say they're conservative, but they actually have, like, very feminist ideologies and belief systems with how they move. Like,
Not
if you don't
really.
understand that men lead, women follow, or you don't care what men want, that is precisely the root cause of many of the problems.
I do care what men want to an extent. I have a 3-year relationship.
To an extent.
To an extent, yeah. I have a 3-year relationship, but I'm also an individual myself, and I'm going through college, and, like, I want to be an individual and have my own beliefs. So I was just, like, wondering, because I, like, have a minor in political science, and it's very, like, one-sided here, I guess. Other than about men, like, give me something that I can do to, like, better myself, not find a man.
Well, I don't know if you're in a happy relationship because you're like over here like I'm an individual and all this other stuff. So, I mean, typically when I see a woman that is in a relationship where she's like smitten by the guy and everything, she like is completely submissive to him. She doesn't really care about her individuality so much. She understands that, you know, her identity is tied up with his identity, right? She wants to take his last name. And this whole like I'm an individual like mindset that a lot of modern women have, that is the root cause of the problem. It's like I want a career. I want to do what a man can do. Well, we don't want to date ourselves. We don't want a woman that behaves like a guy because career aspirations and being politically involved in those other stuff, we don't care about that. We don't find that attractive. As much as guys might lie and say, oh, I want you to have a career, we don't give a about that.
Okay, thank you.
And that relationship is cooked. Okay. All right, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the discussion here, right? What are we going to do? We're going to do some pictures, or we have time still, or no? Yo, take some pictures, hang out and shit like that if you guys want. Yeah. What was that? Oh, single file over there? Okay. Single file over there, guys. I'll hang out, take as many pictures. I'm not Hollywood. And, yeah, man, hope you guys enjoyed it.